welcome back to the another episode of Tasca Lusa.
That's pretty fucking good.
We're here, you know the usual. Me, Joey, João. We have a special guest here today. He's from here, our Venezuelan Portuguese friend, Diego. Diego, thank you for being here. You know, thanks for that bottle of Venezuelan moonshine because that shit just like.
Colombian.
Was that
Oh,
Blanco?
it's Colombian? Oh shit!
Damn, bro. I thought it was gonna be like a whole Venezuelan episode. Now we're taking Colombian shots.
Dude, you know what it
Yo,
tastes
facts.
like? You know those fucking cough drops, rusados that
Oh.
the
Yeah,
Portuguese
dude, I
people?
couldn't
That's
think of it.
exactly what
I
it
couldn't
tastes
think of
like.
Yeah, dude. That shit.
That's how
is
you know these
like-
fucking chops in Portugal never got sick. They were fucking cough drops of this shit.
Holy shit, dude! Oh my god, dude,
That's
that
actually that tastes pretty good.
Right now.
No, that
Dude,
tastes
you
fire.
ain't getting that bottle back. Your dad's gonna beat your ass, bro. Diego, ¿dónde está mi garrafa, man? ¿Dónde está mi garrafa?
He's feeling it right now.
He is.
He's like,
Fuck it. He's like, fuck, man. That's not-
yeah,
But
something's wrong.
so we have Diego here because you immigrated here, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so we have him here as like it's like a theme that we're doing. Well, not even a theme. It's just what we think of, and people just like immigrating. We just want to hear their perspective on everything coming here. So he's having a hard time over here trying to eat some salpicón.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna eat.
He's
that.
getting
He's getting nervous. He's getting nervous. Right before the show, he was
I'm getting
trying.
ready.
Right before the show, he was like doing something like up and down to get his voice lower. He's like, "Yeah, your Adam's apple's gonna go down just to get your voice low." Just
Joey should try that
That's
sometimes.
messed up, bro.
Joey should try that because he's always talking like this and yeah.
You know, you guys go fuck yourselves.
So we're gonna get to that. You usually start with the soccer stuff first, but we're gonna do that last because it like kind of fits into what Diego does. But so we just want to hear a little bit about Diego and his like backstory. So I just wanted to ask. So I don't know, I think Joey told me that your parents lived in Portugal first, and then they moved
They
to
were
Venezuela.
born in Portugal.
So then they moved to Venezuela.
Yeah.
And then they moved up here.
Mhm.
Why would they move to Venezuela? Like, did somebody have family there when?
A lot of Portuguese people
Really?
moved to Venezuela. Yeah.
Wow. I
In the 70s, 80s,
Why-
Venezuela it was strong. The money was strong
okay,
too.
I got you. So
It was good economically.
So have you ever asked them why they didn't like move to like America like right off the rip instead of like going like
It just comes to your environment,
Really?
friends, and anybody who you know that
Did
went to Venezuela or United States
yeah.
or whatever.
Did
It
they
just
know
comes to-
anybody in Venezuela when they went?
No, it was. I think it was my dad's padrino, something like that.
Okay.
You actually said it right. You said it right.
Yeah, you
Continue.
said it.
No, no, I was about to like curse. Can I curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
I am?
You
Alright,
can say whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, it's dude.
So, have you ever asked them like when they came up like to the United States, like any like hard like did you ask them like how they kind of like survived up here or like how they made like establish themselves here? Like, did they know anybody when they came up here to like?
Yeah. Same thing. My aunt came to the United States.
Okay. Now, did she go from Portugal here, or did she go from like Venezuela?
No. My aunt from my mom's side.
Okay.
She went from Portugal to the United States.
Okay.
I think she went through Mexico, Texas, something like that.
Oh wow.
She did the whole over the border type of thing.
Yeah, and then
wow.
Wow.
and then she did she fixed her papers and everything.
Oh, okay. I got
So
you,
she's
okay.
been here for a long time. I
Okay.
think from the 80s or
Wow.
something like that.
Oh, that's crazy.
And my parents, what happened is my dad went to Venezuela
Okay.
with 14 years old, more or less. He went by
Wow, he's
himself.
young.
He was working in bakeries with another Portuguese person. And
Padeiro,
then-
padeiro.
And
Wow.
then he went to Portugal. He literally just went to Portugal again to get married.
Nice. Good for him.
He went over there. He was, I want to get married with you and this and that, whatever.
Wow.
They got married. They went to Venezuela right away.
So they were childhood friends, and when he went to Venezuela, came back just to get her.
Yes, to get her. That's
Wow. Good for him, dude. Fuck.
Dude, love is different nowadays, bro.
Fuck,
Now it's
man.
different.
He
now.
said,
Love stories back then, bro, are great.
He
No,
said, if I go to Portugal, I'm going to go to Portugal just to get you.
See, nowadays you just got to DM girl and wait for 2 weeks until she answers you back, and
then
that's if
she
you're
leaves you
lucky.
on
If
red.
she answers you.
Yeah, here I am waiting. Just
Hey,
kidding.
hit you with the red. Fuck. Damn, dude, that's rough, man. You can go all the way across
Dude, but-
literally the world.
But that shows the chemistry that they did have when they were kids, and they kept in contact and everything. And they
How would they keep in
stayed
contact? Were they-
strong.
I should have wrote a letter. They're still letters.
Whoa.
They wrote letters to each other?
Letters. Yes.
Wow.
Letters.
Holy shit.
Your dad does not seem like the letter type of person, bro.
Letters, but my mom was not responding too much. Yeah.
Dude,
So
but
your mom left your dad on red
On the letter.
On
on,
letters.
on letters.
On
Dude,
letters.
It's
Yeah.
insane, bro.
I feel like that's so much work.
But she kept it. She kept the letters.
He was
Oh, that's good.
his
then.
dad was consistent onto those, dude.
Fuck. So how long
That's
did
crazy.
your parent? So your dad went back to Portugal, got your mom, and then
No, right away. Boom. That's it.
Oh, it was right away.
He didn't stay in Portugal.
okay. So
Wow.
they all both went to Venezuela.
To Venezuela right away.
Oh, okay. So
It was hard.
how long were they in Venezuela for?
Oh man.
Were you born there, or were you born
Yeah,
here?
no, I was born in Venezuela.
What
I think they
town or
went
city?
in 80 together, married already. 86, I believe, around there.
What year were
86.
you born?
You
If you
don't.
want-
No, I'm just kidding. 94.
94.
I'm just kidding.
What town or city in Venezuela were you born?
Puerto Cabello.
Is that-
Why I'm trying to sound like
No.
No,
Puerto,
yeah, whatever.
whatever.
Puerto Cabello, Venezuela.
Is that like is that like heavily Portuguese? Is it still like heavily like populated Portuguese people there, or like?
Well, where I was from, or where I'm from, yeah, there's a lot of Portuguese people
Okay.
there. But there's a bunch of other Portuguese people in Caracas, which
It
is
was
Right.
Caracas.
Okay.
I was
So-
gonna say Caracas has like the biggest Portuguese club in
Yeah.
the world.
I was actually
Really?
going to mention that right
Yeah.
now, dude. To the point that they have soccer fields, tennis courts. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
it's literally
My
the
dad talks
number
about
one.
it.
It's the number one biggest Portuguese club in
the world.
Holy shit.
And then I think it's Danbury, the second one.
No,
if I'm
there's
not mistaken.
there's two in Venezuela, if I'm not mistaken, and then the third. I know the third because I know second. It was either the one in Caracas, where I think they had two really big ones, and then there's a very big one in São Paulo, but I don't know if São Paulo was bigger than Danbury or not. But I know Danbury was in third, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken.
Because like I actually worked with someone that went to Venezuela. He's Portuguese as well. When I used to do landscaping, he
Damn, you did everything too, dude.
I'm sorry,
dude, I'm a man
I
of
remember
many
those days.
traits. What can I say?
I remember those days.
But like he literally kept saying like there's a whole population in Venezuela, and like it shows.
And you would never like expected like a whole like Portuguese like community that big, like you guys are saying, to have like the biggest like Portuguese club in the world. Like I would have never expected like Portuguese people to go there, because like it's kind of like I want
But
to say
there's a lot of Madeirenses.
from
That's how kind of
okay.
like
I got you.
that's
Really?
like a lot.
I would
And
have
then
never.
there's a little bit of everything, like Arcos. There's people
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Arcos,
yeah.
people from middle of
Yeah,
Portugal.
I would have
some
never
south.
expected Venezuela, because I would have more expected like Brazil to like be more like, you know, like a heavier population, even though it is Portuguese. But like Venezuela is like so like you wouldn't even think like Portuguese people would like go from Portugal to Venezuela. Like that's to me, I would have.
It's where the money grows, dude.
Yeah.
Back then, like you said, the economy was so much stronger then that
True.
they ended up piling up onto it and be like, yo, I'm chasing that money. And that's what, to be honest, that's what literally a Portuguese immigrant means. It's like, eu vou para onde vai o dinheiro e para onde pode cuidar da minha família. Like,
Well, that's I
what-
think every immigrant in the world, basically, whenever they come to
Exactly.
America, or if
Also-
they go to
also-
like a different country, they're like, listen, we got to go where the money is. That's-
Workaholics.
Well, look, our parents all had the same story. You know,
Basically,
they all came.
absolutely.
My mom went to Germany first and then came to the States. But it's the same difference. You know what I'm saying? Portuguese people are known to immigrate everywhere
Yeah,
and
because-
anywhere because of the money.
Well,
Yo,
Portugal,
because we have friends. Look at Tiago. Tiago's cousin is in like where China,
Macau.
Macau,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's just we chase where money is, and it's not just Portuguese. You said it, immigrants.
Everybody, yeah, it's
You
everybody.
know, wherever there's money, wherever there's opportunity, we
Yeah.
go. Unfortunately, in the 70s and the 80s, Portugal didn't have the opportunity. The same way now, Venezuela doesn't have that opportunity. That's why a lot of
Yeah.
Portuguese people are leaving Venezuela.
That's true. Yeah, they're in quite a crisis. So when you were growing up, did you like? Was there like a heavy like Portuguese like influence since like both your parents were born there and like they came there? Were they trying to like instill like Venezuelan like culture to you like more or
So
like Portuguese?
yeah,
more?
no, there's what is the word that they call here? Like, oh, he's Portuguese, but he's Americanized.
Luso
That's how-
Americano.
Huh?
Luso Americano.
No, that's how you say it. Like in Venezuela, what I'm trying to say is that they just they don't continue the Portuguese culture. or
Oh,
anything
they
like
just
that.
cut it out.
Yeah, kind of like
Okay,
fades.
got you.
They do talk. They continue
Oh, so
talking.
the word here would be Americanized.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
American.
they try to
I can't even say it.
Venezuelanize.
Yeah.
They try to Venezuelanize. You.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Growing
gotcha.
up, your first language was Spanish
No,
or Portuguese?
Spanish. We used to speak Spanish. Well, my parents used to speak Portuguese, but it was the
Dude, I know
the
your
video.
parents. I know your parents, bro. Your parents don't speak fucking Portuguese at all,
Wait,
bro.
wait.
It's hard to
I'm
speak to
talking-
your parents, bro.
No, I'm talking about Venezuela, man. I'm talking about growing up. You know, it's yeah. I used to hear them talking Portuguese, but it,
It had to be Spanish because I mean, you go to school and you have to speak Spanish. And
yeah,
speaking Portuguese to you. And all
For
that
some
shit.
reason, a doctor told my mom too not to teach me Portuguese.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because supposedly it was gonna confuse me in the future. Well, I'm already confused, but fuck, I don't even know what language I'm fucking talking. But
That's how I feel when I talk to his dad, bro. I don't know what to speak.
It's
bro.
like I don't know if I speak Portuguese and he answer in Spanish or vice versa.
Because when Joey was talking to your dad one day, he was just like, "Mira, papi." I was like, I thought he was, and then he told me he's like, "Yeah, his dad's Portuguese." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
You were just talking Spanish.
nah,
so,
he
like,
would not. He would not talk Portuguese, man. The only person that I have heard him talking Portuguese to is his brother. His brother's
So did you only learn Portuguese when you came here, or did you learn a little bit there, like?
here in the United States.
So it's only here.
That's when I
So
started.
your parents did not even like
No,
Really?
they didn't push me. Nothing at all.
really.
At all. Not
So
even one word.
So how did you get like what?
And they were and it got to a point after with years and years
Yeah.
that at home they were talking already.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Because it got to a point that they were talking to me in Spanish.
Okay.
Them, they were talking Portuguese.
All together.
I was not understanding what the heck they were
I
talking
got you,
about.
I got you. Okay, that makes sense.
And then little by little it started feeding. And
Okay.
they stopped talking Portuguese.
But I feel like that's the same thing with us when we end up having kids. Like we're gonna be speaking in English with our spouse or whatever, and then our kids are gonna be hearing that. But like I believe we say it all the time. Oh, vou falar português, que é para o meu filho e para a minha filha falarem português, que assim continua essa tradição. But we're not even gonna notice, and we're actually gonna be speaking in English to our wife or husband, whoever you choose to be with. But like.
I think it also started because my parents used to own bakeries, and my mom used to be in have a lottery agency.
Okay.
So the constant, clients coming in
Wow.
talking 24/7 Spanish,
Yeah,
24/7.
The
Spanish.
language barrier was
Yeah.
obligated to
Yeah.
speak Spanish.
So
type of
it was
thing.
just Spanish. Then you go
Yeah.
home. Now you have your kids,
Portuguese.
and it's
yeah,
just gonna
speak
go
Spanish,
speak
yeah.
Spanish. So it just
Yeah.
kind of like it faded away. That's why.
Mhm.
Yeah, do you kind of resent that it kind of faded in like that type of way because like now you have to learn you're very it's weird to say like you're Venezuelan but like you're very like into like the Portuguese culture. Do you kind of resent like how they kind of just like stopped speaking Portuguese to you or like since like now that you're more into like the Portuguese culture, isn't it like do you kind of resent like them not talking Portuguese to you? Or are you like
I don't know,
still
man.
you still
It's-
like
yeah, I didn't make a
you didn't really
difference.
you
Nah,
didn't really care at
I
that
didn't
time.
really care.
I mean, to me, it's so like fascinating how like you went from like both of them born in Portugal, went to Venezuela, and then they kind of like they almost just didn't like want to like talk Portuguese, even though they really couldn't because in that time you had to speak Spanish. If you didn't speak Spanish, you were kind of like fucked it like there. It's fascinating how you came here and then you kind of like gravitated towards like the Portuguese
my family,
side.
but my family.
Yeah, your whole
It
family
was
kind of like
it was here, and then I couldn't talk to them because they were not understanding me.
Gotcha,
Then
yeah.
I started hearing my mom talking Portuguese and practicing her Portuguese again.
Oh, okay.
My dad
gotcha.
was like, "I'm
Nah,
not gonna
you're
talk
not.
to you in Portuguese. You either
Really?
you understand me or you don't understand me."
Wow.
He did not even bother to kind of like
Holy
try.
He didn't,
Yeah.
he didn't give a
Where,
shit.
where are your parents?
He's like, "Yeah."
Where are your parents from in Portugal?
Gafanha do Aveiro, Gafanha do Carmo in Aveiro.
Where?
Ilha.
Oh, okay, I got you. So when you came here and you started, when you guys all came here, whatever. When you started, like, when did you like? Do you remember when you really first started, like, getting into like that Portuguese like scene, like that? You were like, all right, I kind of want to learn more about like.
Yeah, you start. Yeah, it kind of like it kind of came in school.
Really?
And your friends and everything. So it became kind of like, oh, that's so cool. I want to talk Portuguese now. My friends Portuguese and everything.
Yeah.
There's Portuguese everywhere. I'm like, what? I want to talk Portuguese now.
Yeah.
And then I used to hear them talking like, like you go to the cafeteria or whatever,
Yeah.
and now they're talking Portuguese, and I'm the only kid that I cannot talk Portuguese. So I
Yeah,
started
I
kind of like
gotcha.
pushing myself. Then
Yeah.
my family with my cousins and everything.
Okay.
So that kind of like pushed me
Kinda
a little bit.
s-
Then
okay.
soccer, Portuguese. I was just
So-
surrounded by Portuguese.
Speaking of soccer, did you play soccer when you were in Venezuela at all?
No,
Really?
Well, for fun, yes.
Well,
yes.
for fun, yeah. But like, it wasn't like when you went to school, you didn't like do any like you didn't
No,
like
that's not like here, man.
really
No, over there.
nothing.
No.
So what sports do you guys normally focus on?
I used to do karate.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Yeah, karate.
Fucking
Question.
ass.
So like over here, like, especially like Connecticut, New York, New
What'd
Jersey,
you say?
they normally say, oh, look at that pork chop, and then I think in Massachusetts and Rhode Island they hit you with the, oh, look at that Portuguese.
Porgy.
What do you guys in Venezuela when you guys saw a Portuguese person? What did you guys normally call them?
Well, there was different words, but one of them was Musiu. Musiu.
Okay, so what does that mean? Like 'cause that sounds like Monsieur in
Yeah, in French. Yeah. So it kind of like was the Venezuelan people used it as a foreigner, correct?
Yeah.
And it was kind of like someone that came from a high class. Let's talk it like that. That had kind of money. So Monsieur is a Mister, right?
Right.
In French. So then they started talking Musiu, and that's how they used to like tell, oh, el Musiu, el Musiu, el Musiu, el Musiu. So that's kind of like there was no other country like people.
So it
Someone
wasn't
from
it
someone
wasn't
else.
just from Portuguese. It was like
No,
in
no, it was
general,
just-
like
well, there
whoever
was-
immigrated to Venezuela. they
Yeah,
would
but
be
there was
like,
not other
oh, the
countries.
Monsieur, and
There was
so
no
it was
other-
basically just
Yeah, it was just
hey, look
that
at these
section
pork
was-
chops or from the islands that used to invade Venezuela.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you automatically do they like assume that they're high class or
Yeah, where does that high class mentality come from? Like,
Look at,
It was
I met this
sliding.
guy one
Didn't
day
you see
and
it?
Fucked all my shit up.
It's
bro.
the ADHD, man.
Stop fucking touching it.
So Portuguese people, they immigrate from Portugal
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Venezuela, looking for a better life.
okay,
And Portuguese people in Venezuela, they're known to own, business. It can be bakery, pizzeria,
Yeah.
lottery agency. It can be anything, but just
Wow.
owning.
just owning something.
Owning something.
Okay.
So that's kind of like where it came from, the word.
That's interesting.
And then my parents, my dad used to own three at one point. He used to own three bakeries with pizzeria. Just
Oh,
combined.
okay, mix it. Yeah,
My
yeah.
mom was the agency, the lottery
yeah.
agency,
Yep, yep.
and then we had a finca, but it was a business type of finca, like
What's a finca?
I don't know that.
a farm.
Oh,
Okay.
But it was not like
okay.
a vacation farm. No, it was
Yeah.
it was just like
A regular.
for
a
Okay.
production farm.
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing.
I got
Okay.
you. Okay.
like with cows, and you have to go and vaccinate them.
Dude, but
and
that-
everything.
that's-
yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that
but that's
thing, man.
insane.
I remember that thing, man.
But that's insane. It's like you have so many like you have properties like a farm, and then you have bakeries and agencies. Like you would figure that you guys were pretty much settled. In,
Yeah, at some point.
Economically.
So before that, it started. I want to talk about this story. So, my parents used to own a little corner store, right?
Mhm.
They used to own that corner store, and there was someone coming, a client from my
Okay.
mom's. My mom actually just gave me the story right now, because I asked her about it just to refresh my memory, and he used to like my parents, young couple working hard. So then over there, the corruption,
Yeah,
it's
bad.
it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. So he was kind of like in
Oh, he was in.
into kind of like politics and the lotteries and
Yeah.
everything. So the way how it started is that he wanted to help my parents out. He liked my parents and he just wanted to help out my parents. And over there, the lottery is different than here.
Mhm.
So it's like kind of like by bets.
Okay.
I give you the number, you play the number, and you bet how much you want to put in. If you put, I'm just gonna give him dollars.
Yeah.
If you put $1,000 or whatever, you can double it up, triple it, or whatever. That's
Yeah.
up to you. Whatever, how much you want to put. Right? That's on you now. I'm giving you the number. Go play it. That's how it happened. So he used to
Oh.
come, put the numbers, fold it in a little piece of paper, have a good one, and that's it. Disappear. Don't talk to me or whatever.
Wow.
The next day or whatever, how did it go? Did you go hard? In the beginning, it was just kind of like no, I was scared. So it just,
Wow.
and over there it's different. There was the lotteries is it's not like here you can just walk to a gas station or to any corner store and just
Yeah.
play lottery. No, you have to have the lottery
Actually go
agency.
there.
Yeah,
Wow.
and so it was by banks. So it's kind of you go to the lottery agency
Yeah.
or whatever, and they are kind of like they have the banks,
Okay.
right? And then more on top of that, it's the whole government.
Okay.
more on top of that, whatever.
Well,
So what happened is that when my dad started getting more and more into it, he started giving it
Like
the
more money,
numbers and
yeah.
whatever. He started putting more
Betting.
money, more money, more money. And instead of kind of like bankrupt a bank,
Yeah.
he's not gonna go allow in this bank, right? So he used to travel. He's going, okay, I know that this agency works with this bank.
Oh.
I'm
wow.
gonna put this much here. Go to
Holy
another
shit.
place. This much over there. Go to another place.
That's
so
this
it's
much
like
over there.
it's basically like Wall Street type of thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then, and that's how kind of like it started. It
Holy
just
shit.
just connect. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's all I always told you, right? You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Fuck.
And then that's how kind of like it started everything.
Wow.
And that's how they started kind of like buying more things and whatever.
Yeah.
I know over there in the 80s, sorry, to buy a AC here for us,
yeah.
we look at like, oh, it's just an AC. Over there, you buy an AC, you're like, damn, this guy has money. This guy's doing some type of drug.
I don't know what you're talking about. I bought an expensive ass fucking AC just yesterday, and I'm still pretty pissed off about it.
Well, it could be worse.
But
It
over
could be
there,
Marco and not think of any AC.
But
Just
over
not
there,
buy an AC.
Yo, my man
Dude,
paid $100 for a
I
fucking
paid
AC, bro.
$800 for an AC. Dude.
Fuck,
It's-
fuck that, dude.
Well,
I'd
that's
rather,
a, dude, put central air in at that point, cuz.
Yeah, tell my mother that.
Claudia. Fuck yeah.
Pissed me off.
So your dad would just keep betting money, but he would like know, all right, I'm gonna make money off of this. So would he pay that guy back or anything? Of like,
No.
wow.
No.
So
No.
like, so continuing your story, did your parents just catch on like this is kind of fucked up or like this is illegal type shit or?
It's
They did-
normal in Venezuela.
Oh, it's normal.
You see how you get like, oh my god, this is so legal over there. Yeah, that's
Yeah, think about it. It's
You just gotta
technically
know,
like
man.
it's technically like
Oh
the
my
stock
God.
market. It's a hit or miss. You buy a certain amount of shares.
No.
No, but he's telling him
Yeah,
like,
he's
yo,
telling
play,
him
play
what
this
number.
Yeah, play
Well,
this number.
that's
for
you
them to win.
this no,
you get
it used to come from
if it's over
someone
here,
in
you
Ve-
catch jail time basically.
Yeah, it used to come from someone in the capital.
that they know
Caracas.
this is the number that's
Used to
gonna
come to
out.
him because he was also involved in like deep inside
yeah,
too, and he just like my parents. I'm gonna help them out.
So
Wow.
there's a lot of mafia in Venezuela in a way.
If you want to see it like that, yeah,
Dude.
just how you want to see it, man.
Have you watched Jack Ryan, bro? On
Oh, yeah,
Prime?
yeah.
Well, Jack Ryan is
Oh,
pretty fucking dope.
Venezuela, bro, was oh my god, dude.
It's like the cartels and all that shit. Like,
Wow.
You gotta
So-
watch that Amazon.
no, I
movie, man.
have. That's
Yeah.
pretty dope. Yeah.
So your parents are making all this money and stuff, and like they're getting helped out and all that. So what made them decide like, all right, it's time to like, because I know Venezuela's not doing so hot right now. Like I don't know what year like
Things
they really
start
just started,
changing.
like-
Years, things start changing.
So your parents were like, all right, we're not. Did they kind of like feel like
It
not
faded away,
like,
I
not
guess,
safe?
after-
Like, did they not feel safe there when like shit
Nah,
really
man.
started?
You go to the jail, you just pay the guy, and that's it. You just get out of jail, and that's it. It's quick.
Really?
So what was the real reason? Like,
I don't know the reason why I stopped.
no. I'm talking about like what was the breaking point for your parents? Like, all right, we're gonna go to America.
Oh, okay. So, getting robbed,
Wow.
gunpoint, the security in Venezuela.
Yeah.
Well, the insecurity.
Yeah, secure. A cop just pulls over. Yo, give me all your money. Cuz.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I need
no.
your shit, bro.
Dude, they're the one that robs you too. Don't worry.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
So your parents get robbed at gunpoint. And they're like, all right, this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not. Were they like known around like the
Yeah,
town?
they were.
like,
Yeah. My dad
like,
used
yo,
to.
oh, they got all the money or like wow, okay. So
Yeah.
people
Well,
were kind of like
yeah.
okay, people were kind of gunning for
So
your
my
parents, basically.
So my mom's agency, we used to be in the building. It was right in the corner. That's
Okay.
where my mom's corner. Well, the
Yeah,
agency
yeah,
was at, right? And I remember that I used to go there, and my mom would tell me, "Oh yeah, you looking for he's over there." I don't know at that point what the heck that meant.
Yeah.
My mom just wanted me to get out of there because there's someone here.
Oh.
Something's happening.
Yeah.
And they come at you and they just be like, "You're my friend, all right? Just act like you're my friend." Now you gotta act like you're their friends. That's everything.
Yeah.
Don't make eye contact with nobody else. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Fuck, dude.
Like at gunpoint, and my mom. How you call the thing that we have at CDA? The thing that we call it Santa Maria. Doors, the gates. How you call them? Gates.
Yeah,
Regular gates.
Yeah,
Like a gate.
They will close the gates, so people outside they just think that it's
They're close.
it's close.
Yeah.
Close. Yeah.
But inside it's a
It's
shit show
open.
happening.
Wow.
So gunpoints and everything, touching my mom and here and
Really?
there and whatever.
Wow.
And then I remember my brother getting shot not to. Well, they shot on the floor.
Oh,
So
okay,
he was
okay,
sitting
okay.
down with. They got to a point really bad that my dad hired a National Guard. National Guard.
Wow.
That's what you say.
Like an army.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like an
but it doesn't
military,
matter.
yeah.
Even with the National Guard, it doesn't matter. With an armed guard, it does not matter. Even
Wow.
if you have
They'll
a
pull up.
shotgun
They'll pull
or
up.
yeah,
Fuck.
they'll come up. Yeah.
Damn,
So
dude.
my brother got really close with one of the guards, the armed guards,
Yeah.
and he will have the escopeta, the shotgun or whatever, and they were sitting down outside. They were
Mm.
literally sitting down on the floor, and two people came. It was a young kid and older, so my brother assumed that was father and son,
Mm.
and they start asking, give me the shotgun. And then my brother just froze by the story that my brother told me,
Fuck.
and then they shot at my brother's leg. Boom. Instead of just staying still, my
Fuck.
brother got so nervous he just took off to home,
Exactly
So
what
what
I
I
would
do.
do.
running
Fuck,
zigzag.
I gotta stay there.
running zigzag.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but my brother looked back and they were looking at him.
Like, what the fuck is this
So
dude doing?
they never took another shot. Then he just got home. He told me the story, what happened. He told my nana, I was there, and then we had to call my mom, to see how she was doing because she was there.
Yeah.
After everything happened, whatever, it happened a lot of more times, man. It was just
Oh,
constant,
okay. I
constant.
got
My
you.
my dad too. I remember there was a time that we used to have a multi-lock. Was a multi-lock in the doors.
Yeah.
The ones that locks like three here,
Yeah.
three up, three like this, three down, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Shit.
So we used to have that. So there was one time that we came home. I remember that I was tired. I was the last one behind. My mom was in the middle. My brother was opening the door.
Mm.
The thing that goes through your mind is that if something's wrong, you're not gonna think like, oh, my dad, left the keys inside and he had to break the handle or whatever. No,
Yeah.
the first thing is like, damn, someone broke in.
Something broke in.
You're already expecting
Yeah.
someone to break
Yeah,
in.
you're not gonna think positive and just
Yeah.
think like, oh, my
no,
dad
some-
left the
yeah,
keys
yeah,
and he just had to break in or something like
Yeah.
that. No. So the first thing that happened, I remember I was the last one behind, and my brother just took off. Boom. My mom just picked me up and just took off. I didn't know what the heck was going
Damn,
on.
your brother's just a guy that just takes off whenever shit's about to
Because-
go down. Yo, my man is just out, bro.
You don't
give
know
a
what?
fuck.
Yeah.
He's like the one for. Yo, I'm out, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not staying. So I'm sorry.
You don't know what the heck was going on inside.
that's true.
You don't know if they're still inside. You don't know anything.
Yeah.
So and that happened. I remember my mom told me the story outside the building,
Wow.
and she was like, "Oh, this, and that, whatever." I was, "Oh, okay."
How old were you when all like this shit was?
7, 8, 9.
Damn, so you were pretty. How old was
Yeah.
your brother?
No, he's 5 years older than me. 5, yeah.
Wow. So
So
he
he was old enough. He was old enough for you to still remember these stories. Like nobody had
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like rekindle.
Wow.
I remember shit when I was 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm pretty old now, but like shit like that, bro. I can only imagine, dude. Just
That's
I think shit like that would have fucking scarred me.
Dude, even in
Wow.
Bridgeport, there was one time we used to have my middle school used to have a pool, so they used to open for the public at night or whatever. And this one girl, a friend of mine, she ended up getting her phone stolen. So I was like, you know what, I'll take you home, whatever. And it was a group of young kids, like I'm gonna say 14, 13 at the time, and we were walking down the street and we noticed like a group of people actually going behind us, like to the point that I was like, oh, guys, stay back. Girls, run to the corner store. Call the cops. They ended up running, and the guys ended up dipping. So it was just me by myself. So these 5, 6 dudes were around me. They were literally like, "Oh, why aren't you running with them?" And I was like, "Oh, because I'm fat. I'm not gonna run." Like literally said it like that, and they noticed like I started catching an attitude, and they ended up grabbing me. They tried to punch me. I literally used my elbow, broke one of their noses, and they put me down. Then I ended up just being an armadillo, and they kept like kicking me all over the place. Blah
At
blah.
least you got one of them.
At least I got one of them. Like I wasn't gonna go down without a fight.
You know me. I always look at the positive of everything.
So
not this.
dude, there was like
Your brother would have been a great track star. I'm just saying.
yeah,
He did
facts.
track here too, by the way.
So like it gets to the point that you're just like, oh, dude, it's a scary feeling. Like, and then they're like, you better start running before I shoot you. So there was like a little ribera in between the streets. So I jumped through the ribera. I ended up getting all bloody and shit. But hey, I made it alive, thankfully. But that's a terrifying story. Like,
Facts.
especially if it's like repeatedly like
Yeah,
that
it's-
happening. So how old were you when you came to the States?
9. I was 9.
Oh wow, you're still
9,
pretty young.
yeah, 9.
He looks 9 now.
Well, you always looked pretty young, but like, so
9.
was it easy to adapt to the USA life, or
What happened? Why you Yeah, so my dad came to the United States.
Wait, your dad only came by himself, or?
Yeah, he came 98, 2000, 2001, or something like that. He came like 3 times. He was just getting his feet wet here.
Okay, I got you.
He was planting the seed.
Okay, smart.
Did he
That's
come
good
Did
strategy.
he come straight to New Jersey, or did he like? Go
Yeah, no,
somewhere?
my uncle, they came first here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then my uncle, my aunt, and my uncle used to own a construction company,
Mhm.
and he used to work with him. So all the money that he used to earn here, he would leave it here in the bank here.
That's smart.
Just thinking about the future. We were supposed to come here 98, nothing happened, and the reason why we were tied to Venezuela is because of business.
Yeah, I mean, you
You're
guys
tied
have
to that.
A lot of
You're
business
tied
there.
to 2 apartments. You're tied to business. You're tied to family. Kids are going to school. Everything.
Do you still have a lot of family there?
Am I good?
Do you still have a lot of family?
No, man. I don't
Nah,
know nobody
man.
over there. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm scared. I don't know if who's gonna watch this. Yeah, I have a lot of friends.
I'm like, I'm 9 years old. They're gonna watch it. They're
Somebody in
gonna be
Venezuela
mad.
sees this, like, we're getting this nigga's family. His family's
Fucking
dead.
pendejo.
No. For real. No, I have friends. My nana she became my godmother.
Yeah. Do you
and-
go? Do you go? Have you gone back there? Like
No, I'm scared, man.
on some
It's
real,
scary,
On some
yeah.
real shit, really?
It's scary. I
Really?
would not go right now.
Wow. Well,
I'm
I mean,
scared.
right now, yeah.
Right,
Obviously
and
now.
I can talk to you right now. The corruption over there. As soon as I get to sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I don't know who I kicked.
You're good.
As soon as I get to the airport, they're not gonna let me in first.
Really?
They're gonna give me a hard time. So I have
Wow, it's that
I have
bad.
to buy myself in. So I have to pay.
Wow.
Wow.
I would have never.
You gotta spray this thing. Second,
That's
I'll be
insane.
scared because the stories that you hear
They'll
and
know,
everything.
They'll know you.
Yeah,
Basically.
they'll know this kid just came from the United States. He has money, so
That's true. Yeah.
I
that's
get
fucking-
all money. I mean I get all scared.
So it's
So they-
traumatizing for
Yeah.
you and your family to
Hell
even
yeah.
think of going back.
Do your parents
And-
even like say like, oh, we're gonna go back, or like your parents are just like, no,
Dude,
fuck that place,
they're
bro.
not gonna go back.
Nah,
Nah.
they're chilling. So would they?
They're-
So if they when they retire, are they gonna stay here? Or they're just have they like even said like,
Forget
they go
about
back-
Venezuela right now.
No, but no, not Venezuela. Like Portugal. Would they go back to Portugal?
Yeah, so the thing is that my parents came here pretty late. When I'm talking about late, meaning kind of like they don't have a retire fund.
Yeah,
They don't have 401k. They don't have nothing of that. So, to survive here, if you retire and you want to survive here in the United States, especially in New Jersey, which is the most expensive state with taxes and everything, it's gonna be pretty tough
hard,
for my
yeah,
parents.
it's hard.
Either they are gonna be with me or with my brother, getting help from both of us,
Yeah.
or they're gonna be going back and forth to Portugal and coming back here and
Gotcha.
there.
Do they have like land there? Do they have
In
like,
Portugal, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least they have something to like.
Well, but it came from I don't even know how it happened. Dude, I just learned that right now when I went to Portugal. But it came from I guess from my grandparents to
Oh,
my
okay,
parents and
okay,
whatever.
gotcha.
It's like a wheel that is
Yeah.
left behind for the kids and stuff like that. Because like me and you have the same technically like background
Mhm.
when it comes to our parents. Like it's just like the way you saying about your parents not paying not be able to have a retiring fund and stuff like that. It's like we're on the same boat on that one.
Get closer, I can hear you.
So we're on the same boat on that one. So and that's what we get for it. So like that's the tough part about it. It's just we got to make it work. So even my parents, they're in between. Are we gonna stay here and have our kids take care of us, or we're going back to Portugal and try to enjoy as much retirement funds that we had there and whatnot,
Yeah.
I mean, I
So-
feel like parents don't want to like be a burden on like your kids
or their
life.
children? No, not
Like,
at all.
because then, like, say you have your own family. I don't know. I don't think my parents would do it, but I don't feel like parents want like they came here to give you like us a better life. I don't think they're gonna want us to kind of like, all right, we're gonna take care of you on top of caring for our own family.
Yeah.
You know, it's like 50-50. They could do like the whole like back and forth. They could, but I feel like the back and forth is a better option than them just like we're gonna stay in the basement or we're gonna do this. Granted, like, hey, if you got to do that, you got to do that. But like,
Yeah.
to me, I feel like a 50-50 thing is better because then you as like a first generation like child of an immigrant, you have to really like work for your shit, and then you have to care about your family when you get one, when you make one, and then you have to care about your like parents at the same time. That's like, especially nowadays, that's a big financial like commitment too,
Yeah, yeah.
like on some real shit. But it's different for everybody, to be honest. But hey, so when you came up here to the States, and you got like you started like mixing with like the Portuguese culture, did you like start? Then did you really start like incorporating like the rancho style? Like
No.
no, you didn't really give a shit about that.
No.
Did you even know what a rancho
No.
like a rancho was? No. So
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
of
you knew what
course.
it was.
Yeah, you
So-
here in Venezuela.
so
Yes.
so
That was not. I used to think that it was. I was never. Yeah, I knew about it.
you knew about it, but you
Yeah.
were never like.
I didn't want to get myself in that,
Into that.
life.
So
I
when
didn't want to.
when did you like
Not even Venezuela or here in the United States yet. Like when I got here,
when you got here?
I was just still kind of like you live in the. It's completely different. You live in just the Spanish life. It's just.
You're still trying to adapt to
Yeah.
the new system
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's different. It's,
That is so okay. So when you start like you just come here, you're trying to like get your like feet on the ground. You're trying to like get it. So did you because I asked you before when you started play like if you played soccer there or whatever. When did you like start playing soccer? When
right
you, like,
away.
Right away.
Yeah, you had the opportunity.
Did you already have like that like all right I want to play or I want to do something?
Yeah, I started playing soccer right away. There was teams all over the place.
Yeah.
That you can just join a team. So you go to school. You start hearing your friends talking
Mhm.
about playing a team or whatever. Oh, what team? Oh, here.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
where?
got you.
Oh, at this park. Oh, really? Okay.
And then you just
go-
show up and you
show
just
up,
start
talk to the
playing.
coach, and see if you can, join and whatever. And that's how you start.
Wow.
In Venezuela, there was no such as that. You just go to the street. You play soccer with your friends. That's it.
Is that what did you do that like?
Yeah, in the street.
So you did have some sort of like somewhat
Yeah, but
soccer
not
experience,
not
but
like
not
a
on a team.
official team.
Yeah, on a
like,
team. Okay.
yeah.
So was there like a lot of Portuguese people? Like, did you start playing with a lot of Portuguese people? Like,
Yeah. Well,
Soccer?
first it's
It's
Spanish.
all Spanish.
Yeah, first the first team was just a Colombian. You want
Oh.
to take another one?
Ele está mortinho para tomar outro.
He's like,
He's
I
been
gotta-
he's been touching the bottle for
Dude,
like
you
every,
know
like,
what's
5
crazy?
seconds, dude.
When
You know what?
when we
I'll
first
check it
got
out.
here, he's like, I gotta stay hydrated. I can't take a shot.
I had like 10
And
shots
no-
yesterday.
And now
dude.
he's here like, yo, let's take another shot.
We're gonna get fucked up in this
It's
video.
all right.
You're
it's
a
all right.
You don't
monster.
feel it. You don't feel it until later.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up.
So you started playing with the you started playing
Yeah,
soccer with
America's
Spanish.
United. America's United.
And then you
that was
started kind of like integrating like with the Portuguese people. Like you started like they started coming in, they started playing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
When did you like start? Because
it's a good one, bro.
it's a good one. But so when did you start like realizing like all right I like playing soccer like do you think you can like make a career out of it? Like did you ever think like all right I'm gonna make a career out of soccer type of thing?
Like every kid, until you start maturing and then you realize that
It's harder.
you know what you got. I don't got height,
Doesn't matter. There's a lot of short. There's a lot. Messi's short, bro.
dude. He's probably like 5'6",
How tall are you?
5'3", man.
Yikes. All right, I'm gonna take
Yeah.
that shot real
He knows
quick
where he
for you.
stands. All right, let's take a shot real quick.
So you start
Solid.
realizing everything.
So you kind of already knew. Damn, dude, I hate
Caralho, shut up.
Põe cabelo no.
Vamos
So,
ter os cabelos no peito.
what Portuguese? Because there's a bunch of clubs.
Is it?
There's a bunch of club teams here. What Portuguese club team did you play for after the Spanish team?
Not,
Or you didn't go to a Portuguese one?
not. It was basically every single one was Portuguese, but it was Union. It was a Union soccer club. You're like, let me take the flavor out of my mouth. I want to do the same thing right now. Now it was Union Soccer Club, but the coach was Portuguese, the players was Portuguese, everybody was Portuguese. The one that took me to that team, it was Patrick.
Oh, okay.
He was the one that took me to that team, and I started playing there.
So did you start playing high school, or did you? Not play
Yeah,
high
no, I was
school?
playing middle school. Well, I came here when I was in 4th grade, and played teams. And then as soon as I got to middle school, you start playing middle school, and then you got to high school, and then you start playing for the high school.
Did you go to the next level? Did you play college?
Yes, I also played college,
And what division?
Division 3, but JUCO.
No, but nobody's
That's
knocking.
Yeah, that's
nobody's
better.
knocking
Yo, that's
it, bro.
better than fucking.
JUCO. No, it doesn't matter. Listen, only 7% of high school players actually get to play on college. So even if you play D1,
Dude,
NCAA, D2,
Yeah.
D3,
It's still
NCAA,
something,
Naya, or JUCO, whatever level,
Dude,
it's
still
still
something, bro.
sidetrack story. So my brother-in-law Jeff, nasty soccer player, had a full ride Division 1. Didn't take the full ride Division 1. Went to Division 3 because he knew Division 1 he wouldn't play the first 2 years.
That's kind of smart though.
He played Division 3 for 4 years at Notre Dame.
So then
Notre Dame is
you
Division
never
3, really?
Yeah.
you never ended up going up towards like
I think it's. I think,
Division
he,
One.
think he went. I think it was Notre Dame.
I think Notre Dame is first division though.
Not in soccer. I'm gonna rephrase. Next episode, I'll make sure I'll recover that. What college?
I'm gonna look it up.
It was a college in Connecticut, man.
Notre Dame is in Connecticut.
No, I'm trying to remember the name of the college, bro.
No, dude. No, there's
Notre
Penn
Dame
State.
High School is in Connecticut.
No, he went to
there's
Notre
Notre Dame High School,
Does that
I
mean
know
that he went to Notre Dame High School? He went to a college. He went to if I'm not mistaken, bro, he went to a Catholic college and played
No, no.
D3.
There's it can be possible. Penn State has D1 and D3. They have different schools.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
like if that school was like D1,
No,
like
no.
all the sports are
There's
D1.
Penn State, the main one. There's other Penn State, just like Rutgers. There's
Oh,
Rutgers, New
okay.
Brunswick. There's Brunswick, Newark.
Gotcha,
I mean
gotcha.
Rutgers. What did I say? New Brunswick, right?
Yeah.
Just like Rutgers.
I wouldn't even know that.
Same thing with Penn
I thought
State.
if it was like if you're like UConn, like if UConn's a D1, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, if UConn,
think
if
so.
you yeah, because UConn is D1 basketball, so I would have figured like all the like sports and UConn
Not really.
were like
Well, because the football program just started like 5 years ago there. So I doubt the football program's D1.
Yeah, you have
So
to
I-
get
I
on
don't
the
know, I
scale
don't know.
where
I'm not gonna-
you rise yourself.
I'm
up.
not gonna
this
keep
one.
commenting on it because I don't know my facts on that.
Yeah.
But
No, it doesn't matter because yes, most schools, yeah. If
Notre,
you're
Dame, Notre Dame is Division 1 soccer.
then I might have the colleges mixed up. But I know he played. Because he told me the story. He had a full ride to D1. Maybe it was Notre Dame. He had the full ride to. Maybe I could be mixed up with that. But he played D3
In a different college.
in a different college, and he played like the first 2 or 3 years.
He just
sound
stopped,
like a
but then
cow.
he just stopped.
He just stopped.
Why?
he-
What
Probably
position
sound
did
like
he
a
play?
cow, right?
If
He
you
was a
chew
striker.
close to the mic, yeah.
He was a striker. He had a.
They're probably gonna hear me. They're gonna be like, "Who's that cow?"
Nah, they'll hear you.
Chewing?"
This shit shits up
Absolutely.
everything, bro.
He showed me a contract he had. He had a contract to the New York Cosmos.
And he didn't take
And
it.
he turned it
With
down.
Jeff?
He turned it down.
Jesus.
30. It was only like 36 grand a year. He's like, nah, I make more money cleaning pools.
Poor Nelson. Yeah, but he could have raised himself up to a better pay.
Yeah,
and-
listen, bro. When you're that age,
What? How old was he?
he was a third year in college,
So you're probably like
probably like 22.
I
That
21.
that's low budget. Yeah,
probably
that's
something
low
like 20,
budget.
20,
So
21.
his thing was it wasn't enough money. He can make more money doing anything else.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the whole thing we go through with America, bro. It's just, there's no money invested in soccer here.
Right. Yeah, and that's actually one thing. Like, how hard was it to start playing like college ball and everything?
How hard? Okay. Elaborate the question, because how hard? What do you mean by how hard?
Basically like because like in Portugal you go through tryouts to like get into like a professional level or get
Oh,
into
okay,
a
okay.
higher scale
you get,
of like
you get recruited.
playing
You get
soccer.
recruited. You get recruited.
So
Yeah, I
like
thought- I thought that
how
was the thing.
like how difficult is it to like get into high scale soccer where you could actually get noticed by scouts or stuff
So-
like that?
So I was not the greatest. I was in the wrong position in high school. I was playing the wrong position. That was not me.
What
He was
position?
trying to
What position were you playing?
wing. I'm not a score, dude. I cannot score.
Easy.
I
That sounds like our pro club teams when he played pro clubs with us. He's like, I don't know what everybody's yelling at me. Everybody's yelling
Let
at
me
me. I
get
don't know
that
what to do.
long
He's got
throw.
that
I
long
was-
throw in.
I'm a wing back, right back, left back. Leave me there. Let me be strong, defend, pass the ball to whoever can do their thing up there, not me. So they were making me in the wings, and I was just like, all right, whatever. I'll do my best.
Were you
Well,
fast? Were you like the fastest player?
I'm a peak time. Fast, not fast, man. No, I think it was just the height. It was just like
You were
go to the
you were
wing.
you were just agile. You were just like
I don't know, man. What the heck
they
is
just
going
put
through
you-
the mind
you
of the?
just put there and you're like, why is the full this?
Yeah, I knew that was. I knew what.
For my they literally looked at him and I was like, oh, he's short. You might have speed. Let's just put him there.
Dude, I started there freshman. I was starting that position, and then they just assumed that that's the only position that you gotta do. So sophomore, you're gonna go to the same
Yeah.
position. Junior,
Junior, you're gonna-
senior,
Continue
What
there.
position would you have liked to play? Like,
left back. That's
Really?
mine. Yeah, left back.
and they played you in extremo,
Did you play left back in college?
Yeah.
and you were like, Fuck
Look,
yeah, this is my
dude.
thing,
As soon
right?
as I got there, what position you play? Left back. That's it. Don't even think about another position. Left back. That's it.
Were you always a starter?
Where in the college?
Yeah, college.
So, so back then, 2012, 2013, that's when I played college. The recruiting, it was different.
Okay.
We had towers, man. We had 10 towers in the back. We have towers in the front. We had towers. It was just
Yeah.
older people. It was just 24, 25. There was no age limit.
Oh wow.
I was the only
Shit.
kid going 17 to 18.
Shit.
And I just had to earn my spot.
Yeah.
So what happens? I start studying. I like to study behaviors and coaches and everything, just how they
Yeah.
talk
Interesting.
and what they say, their style. You want to get playing time?
You
Do
have to
whatever the coach does.
Yeah.
Says. If he wants you to do this, and that, just freaking do it. That's it.
just do it. Yeah.
So then I started learning that. So it was me and another kid from the same high school that we come from the same high school.
Mhm.
It was both of us in the same position. And he was always playing. He was started at Elizabeth High School. He
okay.
started in that position. That was his position. So I'm coming from different position
Oh, you were
in
like-
high
you
school
were like, fuck,
to play on his position. So what happens that I started doing good. He started liking it. I know that he just likes do your job, pass the
That's it.
ball, support the like going forward,
Yeah.
support it, do your runs and whatever,
Yeah.
attack if you can, but don't ball hog, don't do any stupid thing in the back, don't make mistakes and whatever.
Yeah.
And that's it. I started noticing that the player that I was
Trying to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
he used to do like a little freaking like a little rat and just make circles. And himself.
You do his
just
you
make
just do
circles.
his fintas
Yeah,
and call it a
he
day.
would just try to like kick it and just make a circle and cut back and then cut again and then cut back, and then I used to see the coach and I'm just sitting there in bench and he would just get frustrated. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I know I'm not gonna do that.
That's smart.
So I used to kind of like learn that, and then what happened is that that was in preseason. As soon as season started, we traveled. It was where was it? North Carolina, whatever it was, and he started,
Okay.
and then I started second half. So
Oh,
he would start
okay,
first
so he
half
subbed.
and first half.
Okay.
I would start second half and end second half.
Gotcha.
That's how it was.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like that for a while. Then I remember his name is Jamie. He was the captain that year, and he's a leader. He is a crazy captain. That kid, he would play FIFA with us.
Nice.
Wow.
He will play FIFA with us. He was like, no, you do here, you do that. He will learn every single spot. You know how like some players,
Yeah.
the coach tells you, okay, I need the wings to do this and that, whatever. That's my job. I'll do that, and that's it. They're not gonna learn others'
Yeah.
position. Nah, he wanted to learn everything and what other things are doing and everything.
But that's a good captain.
Yeah. So he will play FIFA. So he pushed me a lot. He actually took out the best of me. And he was aggressive too. So he would, the way how he kind of like, he's aggressive.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
aggressive when he plays. Sometimes, some people, everybody's different. So some people, they just put themselves down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm not doing good. He's yelling at me. me, I'm like, me in that case, for some reason, I know I just hate it when he yells at me when we play FIFA, but when we were playing, he actually used to yell at me, and that used to push me. So I
Do
was
better,
like,
yeah.
good.
So you'd
So I was-
like
I was flying.
you'd like an aggressive like pull rather than sweetheart.
Yeah.
Do better next time.
I used to-
You would rather a slap than a hug.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and the thing is that since they were also way older than me,
Yeah.
I needed to play tougher.
You had to be tougher. I mean, you were only
So
18.
I had an advantage.
You were younger.
I'm small, and I can play twice, 3 times tougher. So I would play like hockey. I would just say boom at the ball and at you.
Jesus.
So I was like crazy. I was like that mentality that I had.
Rostovsky.
Yeah, I was like that mentality that I had.
You
It was not good. I'm not proud of that. But that was the player that I was. I was really crazy.
But you had to be. You had to be.
You're an aggressive
But-
player for your height.
I needed, yeah.
You had
and
to.
The thing is that my advantage is that whatever they do, they touch me and this and that, whatever. I just go to the floor and it's a foul. So I started learning that, and I was like, okay. And I used to just go boom, like go at them, and then it will go at me with the same power, and it would be a foul every single time. Foul. I was like, good. That's my advantage. The other thing is that there's a bunch of stories, but whatever. So yeah, the captain used to just push me in, and then towards playoff, he came up to me and he told me, if you're a little bit serious, the coach will start you. I was a clown. I'm still a clown. I'm still a clown. I used to like to kind of like make jokes and whatever.
Yeah.
Jokes, just joke around, man.
Just to fuck around. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck around a little bit. And he told me, the captain told me, he was like, if you're a little serious, you will start. And he told me that. So, like every little kid, you hear that and now you gotta be super serious. No fucking joke.
No
Don't
joke,
talk to
nothing.
me. I was just like
Mind
that
your
in the
business,
bus and everything, and I would sit down right behind the coach. Oh, diagonally, so he can see me every time. So to see me, if he goes, he gotta. So it will be.
Can you see me? Can you see me?
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
can't see you.
Kiss his
Hey,
ass a
coach,
little bit.
I'm right here, dude. I'm right here.
Has headphones in, puts his hood up, just
Yeah. And then and that's what happened actually. Whatever he told me, it did happen. He used to be close with the coach too. And yeah, that same thing, everything happened. Playoffs, Diego started, ended the game completely.
It's good.
Everything. It was the both of us, the other guy before playoffs. It was always the second half. And then playoffs came and it was
Always
from
you.
start to end. It was always like
Wow.
that.
Now, did
And
you
I think
did you play all 4 years?
no, it's 2 years.
You played 2
So
years.
JUCO, you can only play 2 years.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
What?
And then
You didn't think about going somewhere else to kind of like
Yeah,
finish those 2 years
Tony, he's a legend coach was a legend coach from King University.
Mhm.
He wanted me. He was there for 38 years.
Shit.
And I said, okay, no problem, but I'm gonna finish my career here first in UCC. Let me finish because I was behind a little bit, so I finished in 3 years and not 2 years.
Hmm.
So that third year at UCC, I was manager. What are you? The manager? You just basically book, score, do whatever. Dude, that's what you are. But the coach took me on his wing.
So you were
Because-
kind of like the assistant coach, basically.
That's how I started.
Okay.
So my second year playing, I took the role of leadership. The captain from last year, I learned everything how he was.
Yeah.
I noticed that the coach liked that, so I started taking that role.
Yeah.
I did not play preseason, and I'm gonna talk something about something that happens on players. I did not play throughout preseason. Like didn't practice, couldn't run or whatever. I had something. That's fine. I had mono,
Okay.
but I had it like back in May or April or whatever. So I couldn't play.
You can't. Yeah.
They told me you cannot play, and the school knew about it, and they were not letting me play. You could run a little bit, but you can't have
Can't do-
contact.
yeah,
you can't
you
do
can't do anything
nothing
without
like
that.
crazy.
Yeah.
So I only started playing hard mid September. That's what, and the coach freaking recruited a D1 player
Damn.
on my position too.
And you were like, "Fuck, dude,
Yeah.
what was that?"
So I was already feeling like, what the heck? I'm starting late already, mid September. I was all right, whatever. And then what happened is that it started the same thing.
Mm.
I was like in the beginning, the second half person.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shoot. But what happened is that and he was playing good. He was a good player. He had height.
Yeah.
He was a good player. He would just lose his mind a little bit once in a while. And same thing as first year. I will learn everything from the coach. Look at the play, coach. Look at the play. Study
Yeah.
everything. So I don't do the same mistakes. I can do the same thing he's doing, the good things that he's doing, and a little bit more.
Mm.
But I'm not gonna do the bad things.
Yeah.
So what happened is that I started thinking like, oh, I gotta replace and this and that, whatever. Just me to myself. Just all negative things coming to my mind. What happened is that October, mid October, I started playing again, starting from the beginning to end. But wrong. Well, not it's the same position for me in the right side.
Yeah.
Starting to end. I was okay, good. I'll talk to the other player. Hey, listen, I like to play like I said like Messi. I like to play because I'm a righty. I like to play in the opposite side
Yeah.
because I used to do something. It was just I liked it.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, you want to switch because you're righty. So don't you want to play right?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, that's actually the position I play. All right, switch. Boom, we switched. And in my mind, all these negative thoughts that was going through my mind, it's the coach. How he knew what I had, right?
Yeah.
And he knew the leadership that I had the second year. The reason why he was not playing me, there's so many reasons that I didn't know. But the things that was going through my mind is that he doesn't like me. I got replaced.
Yeah.
He recruited someone better than me, and blah blah, all these things. But no, you're coming from the thing that you had,
Yeah.
Diego. You haven't run. You're not. You don't have your fitness level is not there.
Yeah.
Let me get you there little by little by putting you second half. By putting little by little.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just going all
You're like, shit, fuck, dude, I lost my position. I'm not
yeah,
gonna play
that's
anymore.
it.
Yeah.
So, but that's the things that coaches sometimes cannot be explaining everything, their decisions of what they do or why. There's always a reason why. Like,
So when
you're
you
gonna be
so when you see
everything.
so when you see like on like TV on like these like big teams and stuff like that, and you see like people come like players coming back from an injury or something, and they're like, and you see them only getting subbed in at like the 90th minute or like the 80th minute or the 75th minute. They're like,
Well,
there's got to
if
be a reason why.
Yeah, well, if it's I saw yesterday a TikTok video that a player came in on 90th, 90,
But I feel
91 or whatever.
but I feel like that's kind of
that's
fucked up.
time. No, that's time. That's time.
But I
That's
feel
time.
like that's fucked up.
So-
Why
That's
why
time.
why why
That's time.
come
There's a reason why.
why come in just for a minute though?
So
That's
I
time.
I
That's
feel like
time.
that's psychologically like
That's
in your
time.
head where
That's
you
not for
need
the
to
player.
build in,
That's not for the
like-
player.
Well, that's just for the
We-
game.
we-
If
well
We-
that's
we do that
strategy in
too.
the game.
We do that too.
So meaning like if you're winning two, like let's just say 2-1, now you're trying to kill time. So let's just put a player on the 90th minute.
yeah,
Just
but if
by
you're
time.
that player, you're kind of
Yeah.
feeling like shit at that moment. Like,
I
oh,
know-
he's
yeah,
only,
yeah,
he's
You're
only
still
giving me
playing your
time.
It
part.
sucks, yeah.
You're still playing your part
Yeah.
in that win.
It sucks.
Well-
It sucks to the player. It sucks to the
Yeah.
player. But there's a reason why you want to do that. And sometimes, like we used to, sometimes if it works in our favor, we abuse it. We're just like, all right, 88, you're going to sub. 89, you're going to sub. 90, we're going to sub.
Holy shit.
We're just going to, literally for 3 minutes, we're not going to play the ball.
Well, so when you stopped playing, did you like want to be a coach after that? Like, was that like your
Yeah,
kinda
so
thing?
my third year, I became the manager, but the coach just took me under his wing, and he just told me, well, I told him, if I can stay and whatever. He said, yeah, I could, you can be the manager of the team,
Mhm.
and then for the following year, I was gonna go to K University. It didn't happen. He got, I think he left, or he got. It was the politics. I know what happened, but the coach, and he left
He
K
left.
University. What the heck am I gonna go to the new coach coming
Yeah.
from Penn State, D1? He was assistant at Penn State. What am I gonna tell him? Oh, I got recruited last year. Who are you?
So you felt like you had a disadvantage.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that
So I kind of just forgot about that. I was just, what, I'm just gonna stick to this. I actually liked it from my first year because he actually gave me the free to kind of like run it, Diego, along with the other assistant coaches. He was like, go ahead. Even I was in papers.
You were
I'm
man-
nobody.
Yeah.
I'm nobody. I'm just the manager of the team. Oh, it was the bitch team. The bitch guy. Score 3-1. Who scored? Assist? You?
Diego's putting his name down on the list too. He's
Yeah.
like, who scored Diego?
Man, that's 30 goals, dude. Shit.
Yeah.
30. Fuck.
All right. Goal keep. Save. Good. Got you.
Oh, so you were getting mostly all the statistics of like every
Yeah.
player, of like every big kind of play.
Yeah, that's what the manager is supposed to do.
Okay,
Kind of like,
gotcha.
and a little bit more.
But
There's
that-
a lot of more.
That could be a big role for like professional soccer too, because now the statistics to it for like MLS players or even out there like.
It was Jacques all through shots. Full. That's it.
That,
You want to know?
nah, I think you won on that. But like
You really don't want to know? Are you just joking around
At the end. At the end.
at the end. But like
when the camera's off?
No, when the camera's on, when we leave.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so like right now, are you consider yourself an assistant coach? Like,
Yeah. So when I graduated from Union County College, 2014, coach wanted to sign contract with me in 2015. The board, you have to go through the board. Anybody that gets hired, the Union County board, they see papers and whatever. So the vice president, he denied me. She denied me, and the reason why is because she said, we want you to further your education. It's too soon. Like we don't want you to just stay here, and that's it. And
That could almost be a blessing or
a curse.
a curse at the same time. Because like, say you're really good at it, like college ball, bro. Like you're D3. I don't know how much money you make. I don't want to ask you how much money you make or like that coach makes, but like, I don't think anybody wants to stay in that role. But to like not give you the role because they think they want to further your education, how'd you take that?
I just
Kind of just took it how it was.
I
Kind
don't
of
know where
thing.
this video's gonna go. No, yeah, no, it's just it was bad. It was just bad, and that you start talking to the coaches and whatever. It's just
Yo, because me, I'd be going crazy. I'd be like, yo, you fucking say something to them, not to hire me. I'd be going crazy.
now, yeah, you have some talks. There's things that you can say, that you can say, in that role, whatever. But I'm feeling it. Then yeah, that happened. They said you need to have a year off from when you graduate, especially from Union County College. You have to have a year off. So I said, okay, no problem, year off.
Come back.
Guess what? There's ways how to go around it. You volunteer. So I volunteered that year.
Okay. Well.
I volunteered that year. We won regions. We won. We went to we won conference. We won regions. We went to nationals. Right.
Wow.
Second year, there was not even one word. They just sent me the contract.
Here you go.
They
Take
sent me
it.
that contract. And the coach, I remember he sent me a text, check your email. Let's check my email. And I was okay. I signed it, sent it in. Then I had to deal with everything else. But
So what was your like on the contract? What was like your role, like your official like name? Like was it assistant coach?
Yeah, assistant.
Okay.
Assistant, yeah.
6 figures.
Stock was.
After all that,
Let
after
the
all
man
that,
be,
Stock
man. Let the man be.
Stock was.
No.
He's not
it's
answering
not-
that. That's what he's saying.
So do you think?
we can talk about that.
So do you
That's
think like kids have to like go through college to kind of get like make it to the big leagues type of thing, like MLS or something like that, or like go to
No.
even Europe? Can they get just like right out of high school, like a scout can be like, "Yo, I want you to come here."
It depends, man. Hey, listen. I mean, you know Kevin Olaja. He's a player. He played Red Bulls as well, and he said it. You need someone that can fight for you. He was at Red Bulls. He played several games at Red Bulls.
Okay.
And he noticed right away. It's not if.
It's not easy, or
No, okay, so he felt himself. He felt
he had something.
yeah,
There's something there.
Yeah, there's something that I can do here. There's a lot of players that don't have. They have the like the ability to play,
They just
but it's not there. And he was always kind of like.
above the level of everybody else, or
And the reason why he started noticing that is because all those players have money that you can pay for an agent.
didn't I say
okay.
that?
What you
And-
said on that second
and-
episode.
And
Yeah.
they can talk for you inside. What I'm talking about behind
yeah,
doors.
yeah.
He didn't have
So
nobody.
it's basically on who you know and not basically ability.
There's a
It's
lot
not
more.
about- well,
There's a lot more
I
though.
don't think it's
It's
about
basically how much money you have to pay people to be like, "Yo,
Well, that too.
talk to."
Have you
talk
seen?
to this
Have you
team
seen?
or-
Okay, it does have nothing to do with soccer. But have you seen the episode, the Netflix episode of College Scandal
I've
with
never-
admission? How to
Oh,
go
that
inside?
whole
Checked it
thing.
Yeah.
I know what it's about.
That
I like
happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
I
don't want
know.
to talk about it because of that. I'm not gonna talk. But that happens.
But it
It happens. Not in that. Like
Everywhere.
every school.
Oh yeah, dude. You can only imagine.
So but yeah. So.
So you
That's
can't
something
go
that he
from-
noticed. That's something that he noticed. Doesn't mean that it's the only thing that happens. There's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bunch of other things that happens,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
that we don't know. There's more things,
But have you seen the shit that like there was like 5 MLS clubs not releasing certain talent? Like they wouldn't release players to go play in international duty. It's fucking retarded, bro. How do you say no to for these? They're not even in fucking season. They're not even fucking playing. But no, and then all this. I don't know, I'm not even gonna go political because I was gonna go
Sorry,
political for a second.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
No,
It
we
is
avoid
what,
that one.
well, I think what it comes down to is that in America that you have to have money and you have to pay the right person to like talk to the clubs or whatever to be like, "Yo, get my kid in here." But whatever. So we're gonna backtrack.
You gotta get those figure signs. There.
We're gonna backtrack this whole soccer stuff. We're gonna go back about the whole Portuguese thing when you came to Jersey and stuff like that. So when you were like more like when you were older and stuff like that, and you were like more into the Portuguese culture, when did you first like see like I want to join a rancho or like I want to like do this?
Same thing with friends. Same reason as pretty sure you guys.
You just did you just see them like play or to perform one like a certain rancho perform once and then you were like I want to like try this or
No,
like
it was just
you just wanted to do it?
yeah, that was just hanging out with friends and everything. You hear about it and then
Because like, personally, when I met you, you were basically like under Tony's wing. So was he like a big thing?
I get on everybody's on everybody's wing, bro.
No, but like, no, I'm just saying. I'm not saying like. I'm saying like basically, I feel like he was a big thing on when getting you to Hanshu. Was he like a big part of when you started?
Yeah,
or?
I didn't start a CDA. I started it was a Danzanita.
Okay.
So I started with Pat. Patrick was my friend. Well, it's my friend. Sorry. And then that's how I kind of like got my feet wet.
Mhm.
I started going. I think I was there for probably like 2 years, more or less. I don't know if I did 3 anniversaries or 2 anniversaries more than whatever. It doesn't
Were you
matter.
already playing Costa Rica by then?
Nah, man. Come on, man. How am I gonna learn concertina first and then dance?
I mean, I did.
Oh, you weird. That's
I did everything half-assed
you
backwards.
did everything backwards. You come from the back door and then you get exit the front.
So you went from ADA to CDA.
Yeah. Then I went to CDA.
We gotta be politically correct. That's a Naida. Gotta be politically correct.
Dude,
That's right.
yo, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. No disrespect to any of those groups. I don't give a fuck, bro. There's 8 in both, bro. I don't care, man. Y'all both dance. Y'all both arrange.
Anyways, we're getting off track. We're getting off track. Continue.
So when you went from that first group into fuck this, get disrespected, dude. Oh my god.
Never invited again.
Never again. So how long did you dance at CDA and then you started playing concertina? Because I know you're master in evil, Joey over here.
I'm nobody's master.
I don't know. Did you teach him?
I didn't teach him.
I thought you taught him.
Literally, Diego, Joey has told me before, Diego is probably one of the favorite people that Joey plays
Dude,
his
yeah,
side
I remember
with.
you told me
Dude,
that.
let me tell you something, bro.
I'm trash.
If I had to pick
Trash.
any,
I'm trash.
any person to play next to me, if I had to pick a favorite, it'd be Diego. No doubt about it.
And actually,
Well,
John
fuck.
Fontes,
actually-
you're
I'm
fucked.
saying,
And
dude, your own
actually-
fucking cousin, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'd rather play with John,
all right,
man.
this is
Dude,
right?
it's just-
because I want to mention this. Same thing here, and actually, no, it could be gay. That's fine. We could be gay together. That's fine. I don't care.
Listen, ain't
I'll
nothing-
own it.
ain't
Wait,
nothing,
no.
Ain't nothing wrong about being gay.
No,
I'll own it.
nothing.
All right. So, everybody probably sees it as different.
Mm.
Dude, I wanted to copy his playing style, and you learn how to
Oh, yeah.
once you're playing with someone every
You start ca-
single
you start-
day,
you start catching
you start
the way
playing
they're
the
playing,
same
yeah.
that same way.
And I've noticed
So
sometimes
I
in videos
I
too.
like playing with him because we have similar, if
guys
not the
just
same
mesh
or whatever, or
yeah,
similar or
you
whatever.
guys
We
mesh
have our
together.
differences.
Yeah.
I mean differences, but we play this. Oh, I mean, I like playing with
Yeah.
him. So now when you start going out and you start playing with other people like Portugal and whatever,
You kind of
you
start,
start hearing all those
you
things.
start playing softer
Yeah,
just so
holy
you
shoot.
don't like.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
just
it's a
different.
thing.
But I mean, I've been playing with him for 10 years.
Damn, 10 years.
Actually, the way how oh my
I was about
god,
to say,
and I'm
10
gonna say
years,
this story.
Only if I've been playing 10 years.
I actually thought that he was famous because wait, oh my god, I know you
And
guys.
Nebo.
Joey, can I get your autograph,
Joey,
please?
I could see
After
Joey.
this
I can see.
session.
I can
No.
see Joey's head just fucking
Oh, you
growing.
just-
No,
yeah,
wait.
dude.
My headphones don't fit.
You won't fit.
No, okay, you guys, you know how you see Mike the Gaita and whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
He's kind of like someone big, right?
Yeah,
That
Okay,
was Marco's number one.
so
back in the day.
Marco the Gaita.
Marco de Grande Gaita.
No, it wasn't Grand. Tiago's the one that fucking.
Oh,
said
you're.
that.
It was pretty good, dude.
No, Tiago's the one that fucking made that
Dude,
up.
you're literally watching.
Tiago was the one that made that up.
Yeah, but you were watching videos of
When he was DJ
official
Kona.
DJ Kona.
When he was
and
DJ
then
Kona and
turned to Mike
he had
the
that
Gaita.
shit on his belt buckle, bro.
DJ Kona, caralho.
No, when you were saying, I mean, you have people like Mike the Gaita and stuff like that. They're big, but I would have never thought Joey was that.
no,
offense.
no, the thing
I
is,
know,
I know I'm not
you,
that
I
big.
you were the first. You were the
underestimated
first.
you.
I know I'm not that big.
You were the first person that like I saw you play, and I was like, you know, fuck it.
no,
I'll
the
try
thing
to
is
play.
that the thing is okay. My thing is that I didn't know it was that easy to just upload a video on YouTube. I just thought that it was something special. So I saw him on YouTube, and I used to see all his videos. And then all of a sudden, I see him on the freaking anniversary. And what
And you're
I
like,
don't know if you
"Oh,
remember.
Were you Starstruck?
I don't know if you
Dude,
remember
this
what.
dude sat next to me the whole
Yeah.
time CDA was dancing, bro. He was like, dude, I'm going to join. You could jump in? You coming? Sat down next to me the whole
And-
40... you know, it wasn't even 45 minutes. They danced for like an hour and a half that year.
And I even told them, I was like, "You that kid from YouTube, right?"
Literally. I was like, who does fucking spick next to me, bro?
Yeah, dude. I just thought that he was, something, big and
Yeah.
whatever.
And then you come to realize he ain't shit.
Nah. he's my what is it called? My
Don't
sweetheart.
even fucking say it, dude.
Your
Don't
idol.
even call me the
Compadre.
P word. Don't even call me the P
Your
word.
idol.
He's my boyfriend.
He's got my Pedrinho. That's his fucking favorite thing. Olha meu Pedrinho de rancho. Olha meu Pedrinho de concertina. His favorite fucking word.
No, he's my
Who's
love.
your Pedrinho? in Costa Rica?
John.
Damn right, because he's the OG, bro. He taught mostly everybody in Connecticut how
Talk
to
you
play.
down, dude.
Yeah, but
How
so-
long? Because you started dancing for CDA what? The second anniversary? Right. It was right
No.
after the first, right?
So I was going to I mean, nobody knew me there, but I was going to super practices on before the anniversary. So I met Tony at a dinner. My mom with um, Tony's wife's mom and everything, and Tony's wife's Isabel. So I met him at a dinner, and I remember like looking at a symbol of the CDA, and I was just like, "Oh, you from CDA?" He told me, "Yeah, I'm from CDA, whatever." I didn't know what CDA was. Like I didn't know how big it was. Like
In the community. In the community, you didn't know how
Yeah.
how much power they had.
like it's Danzonate. It was different. You didn't see this inside the or like the names director or whatever as that big. Like it holds a big weight.
Mm.
So I just like, oh okay, whatever.
Who the fuck is it?
Well, did he
No, at the beginning.
Yeah.
did he push you to come to CDA?
And, that,
No, because I'm not.
and that's actually what I meant by under the wing. Yeah.
No, because
no.
because
So one thing about Tony, and I just talk about
because he'll
He's-
deny it. He'll deny it from the get go that he had no
No.
input of you going to CDA.
no.
Yeah, but
Because
he had an input on you
But
and
he'll deny.
Fabio.
But he'll fucking
No,
deny
but-
it.
No, listen. So one thing.
Deny, baby.
So one thing that I'm good at.
It's to avoid the drama, believe it or not, I think.
No. So one good that I'm good at is recruiting soccer players. I know how to talk.
You've already.
I know how to talk. Same thing with it came with sometimes with a rancho.
Hmm.
You gotta know how to talk
Yeah.
and go around it. Something about Tony is that he is a brain, bro.
Oh,
That guy
so-
is smart. And I learned that about him.
I
I
wanna-
said it in the beginning of the talk that I'm into the psychology of people, the behaviors and everything.
Yeah.
And I study that. Me myself, not study
Yeah,
like
yeah.
do research and fucking right. No, just me. Sometimes we just look at someone.
You
just,
admired it.
yeah. And the way how he just gets into you, like I want you. What do you like? What are you into? He knew that
Oh,
I
he
was
get- he gets to-
into.
He gets to know you first, then
Yeah.
he starts.
He knew I was into concertina. I didn't know how to play concertina, but I wanted to play. I was interested because
Oh, okay.
already at Danzonate,
You were like.
I was like doing some little touches here and there
Yeah.
with the tocador from Danzonate back then, with George David, the other way around, something like that. So I already told him.
Dave,
and that's-
he apologized now, right, Dave?
It's one or the other. So and then and that's kind of like how he got me. He's not gonna recruit you and tell you I want you to Marancho right away, straight from the get go. He's gonna go around
Yeah,
and
yeah.
around it,
His
around it.
mind games are
He
insane.
he is smart.
His mind
He
games.
is smart, and I learned that. So then he just comes and tells me, "You have concertina? No, bingo. Come to CDA.
Jantamos três.
He
We-
sold you.
we
sold
have-
you.
A gente
We
estamos
have
três.
we have concertinas. Come play. That's it. All right, cool. Just grab one, take it home if you want or whatever.
Damn,
Shit.
take it
All right,
home.
cool.
Fuck.
He sold you on that.
It's a smart way of talking.
yeah.
Oh, what are you into? I like tasting wine. Come to CDA. We'll drink a wine and we'll talk. Oh, you like coffee? Just come to CDA and we'll talk. And we have coffee.
Dude,
Dude, he is smart. I'm telling you, he will. Like not, I don't know if I can say he will buy you, but he will kind of he knows how to get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows
he's
how to
smart.
talk, Yeah.
And
knows
I
how to
learned,
work your way around.
and I
Yeah.
learned that that's a smart. I see it as kind of like that's smart. A way of recruiting someone. Don't be
You don't
too
pressure
pushy.
somebody. Yeah, you don't pressure.
And I'm not gonna
yeah.
make you feel like you're
You have to
special and I
join.
need you. Like, please come.
Yeah.
But I need you, and I'm gonna try to get you different ways.
so I'm kind of gonna put you on the spot a little bit now, okay?
Fuck yeah.
Because
I love it. No, he's kidding.
so when I joined, it was right around the time I think me and Lopes joined. I joined before. I think Lopes joined a little bit after I did. So we're gonna go a little bit into this.
Yeah.
So around that time, you were like his second man. You were Tony's
yeah,
little puppet. I'm gonna say how I saw it, how I felt it was.
It was like that.
You were Tony's little puppet,
It was like that.
right? So
No, it was like that. That's it.
how
Don't worry.
how
I'm proud of it too.
no, and it is what it is, right? But like
I'll
I
own it.
felt like as soon as me and Lopes came,
Mhm.
I think Tony gravitated more to Lopes because I was dating somebody at the time and I was missing practices and I was going to Austining and all this other shit.
And Austining and CDA.
Yeah, and it was so it kind of got pushed to where you were no more his little puppet. You know what I'm saying? You were somebody. You were kind of back into the back burner. Like how did that make you feel? Because I know you and me had some conversations where
Yeah.
you almost quit.
Yeah, a lot of times. I mean, those are things that it's normal things that you go through and you start thinking about it. It's a psychological thing of feeling how you feel that moment.
That's like the same thing about
So-
when you were
Yeah, yeah,
sub
yeah,
in soccer.
yeah,
It's literally
yeah,
almost
same
the
thing.
Mono and
Same thing.
Yeah.
So when there's no communication, communication is very important. There's no communication.
Yeah, because when Tony likes you, he talks to you all the time. When Tony's trying to like, it cuts completely the fuck off.
So
He
you were-
just doesn't say no word.
So you were kind of like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what I do?
Dude, it was
to,
literally
like-
one practice, bro. Lopes started. He grabbed Lopes' hand, put Lopes into the front, and then like everybody was looking like, what the fuck happened? And no explanation, no nothing. Lopes was into the front line.
And then you were. I'm sure you were probably like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. So okay, wait. Let's go back a little bit. So, during that time that happened, I didn't have, even though he's a great and he's good at what he does, and nobody's gonna take that away from him. Tony, I'm talking about Tony. Didn't have a coach. I was 18. Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
I'm gonna smack you right now with this fucking microphone. I didn't have a coach, someone to guide me. I didn't have the support. I was by myself, 18, 17 years old, probably. And I was just like running because I gotta work overnights
Damn.
for a whole year. And then there was, sometimes I know I did get support from several people. I know. But it was not on my favor. It was not on my favor. It was not the right moment. It was not the right time. So I feel that it was, it was me that it was the problem. Dude, we went down.
Oh,
The Dodger
okay.
went down like bad. And they were just looking at one person. Who's the person in charge when Tony was not there? It was me. A little kid of 17, fucking 18 years old. He's not tough enough to handle this job. Then, Tony came back after a whole year, and he would just show up once in a while here and there at practice. But I didn't have the support. That's when let's say, I'm just getting an example, okay? Just an example. Let's say I choose you, right? Which is like, okay, I need you to kind of like go at it. But you don't have no experience. You don't have nothing of going on or whatever. You think you're going to do good just like that, just by looking at someone?
You needed a good
either way?
support system when you're by yourself.
If I'm
basically.
not there to kind of like help you out sometime, and if shit gets out of hand or whatever, if I'm not there,
You're fucked.
yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Not meaning that you cannot do it. You can still do it because I love challenge and I'm freaking competitive. Like I'm fucking nuts off competitive. But it was not the moment. It was everything was going against me. Things, and I know there was a lot of people trying to kind of like help it here and there, whatever. But it was not the moment. It was tough. Everything was tough. He came back a year after, more or less, or a year and something, and things started coming back up. Boom, boom, boom. We started doing good. I kind of like when you're someone, your idol, someone that you look up to, which it was Tony at that moment. And all he does is just praise you, and just lick your freaking ear. You start feeling big.
Yeah.
You never fucked up. I never fucked up on leading. You never fucked up in this and that. All my thing was just I was young, so back then we didn't have kids like now.
There was a lot of old.
It was just
guys,
old.
man.
So just imagine
The
a little.
respect level, I guess, towards you was probably not high.
No. It's
You know?
imagine a little 17 right now talking to me at little 17. How am I gonna feel? It's the same way how I was back then.
I'm gonna laugh at him.
It was tough.
Is that how you feel like when you're coaching as well? Like
No. So
do they make
my
you
first
feel-
year of
Do
coaching.
they make you feel that way?
No, my first year was tough, and I'm the toughest coach from the crew. I am the most strict one. Reason why is because I'm the youngest one.
You have to earn the respect.
Yeah,
type
the
of
head
thing.
coach, all he says is just one word, and it comes from, he's already a father figure. I'm close to the same age as this kid that I'm recruiting.
Yeah.
You want to separate that line, you got to be tough a little bit.
That's true.
Don't joke around with them. Don't cross that line. Don't become their friends or anything like that.
Yeah.
Do you use the same like structure?
Yeah,
wise
so-
in International.
Yeah, so once the same thing. One thing that I admire a lot, and he's kind of like, I always said it, that he's kind of like I took a lot of things. All the things that he used to talk to me, it was my head coach, Alex Lewis. He guided me, and he just didn't give me, how can I explain it, like guidance or anything like that on soccer, how to be a coach. You can apply everything he told me. You can apply it to everything, to your life and everything. So I took all of that. Tony, I learned a lot from him. And there's the things that, like for example, from a head coach, you learn and you take, absorb all the things that you like and the things that you don't like, you just, okay, you put it to the side. That's it.
Yeah.
And then the third person, it was Lopes. Someone that he started with you guys, someone that has experience, someone that you're gonna start looking, you know, and throughout the years, I don't know how many years you guys were together, like 4.
Yeah. Me and Lopes and Amato were 3 years
3?
strong.
3?
Yeah, 3.
Okay, so 3 years. So 3 years, it's a lot of time to learn a lot, and you start looking up to them.
Mhm.
You get me? So those are 3 people. Then you start analyzing things you start mixing things, right?
Mhm.
And things, and you know about the book that I freaking wrote. Yeah, I'm childish like that if you want to call it that. I wrote a book, a stupid little book of like 7 pages or whatever. It just talks about how to talk to people, how to, how to de-escalate situations, how to handle, parents, how to handle all of those things.
You're analyzing the behavior that you witnessed throughout the years.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah, everything. From everything. And then that's the thing that I used to do the same thing when I started becoming.
And you used to witness a lot with me, Amato, and Lopes, because me and Amato Lopes were fucking strict as shit.
Yeah. Wait, strict on.
We weren't strict?
Oh, yeah, but strict on.
Everything,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Everything, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. I think the first year we had more people quit than anything else I believe, dude.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is. We had an idea what we wanted to do. I think you had an idea, and I think another thing we can talk about now is that, like, as soon as the 3 of us, we stepped down, you kind of took your position back from where we kind of were, because you had the position. Me and Lopes kind of took that position. Not took. Me and Lopes were kind of given that position. I'm not gonna say took because we didn't take anything.
Mhm.
That position was given to us.
Mhm.
But I think as soon as we kind of stepped down, Lopes started working nights. I wouldn't do it without Lopes. Me and Lopes, the sidetrack, but me and Lopes had a thing is like, if we're doing this together. Once we're gonna stop, we stop together. So I took my step back, he took his step back, and then you kind of took your step in, and then little kids started showing up. You started working on what we couldn't do. What I'm trying to say. So, like, how do I rephrase this into like a way that I'm trying to say is that, like, you were able to take what we left behind and then work and make it better to what it is now. Unfortunately, with COVID, there's nothing now.
Mm.
But before COVID, we had 8 little kids, 9 little kids, 10 little kids.
Combine everything.
Yeah,
I think
you know.
I had more girls.
But that was like
guys.
that was like my biggest struggle that I couldn't do. I don't know. Eu não tenho paciência. Se calhar sou eu.
É da maneira de lidar com as crianças às vezes. Também
I never coached either, so.
Tem certas pessoas que sabem lidar melhor com as crianças do que outras, Eu pessoalmente...
Berta, this is for you. We're talking a little more Portuguese.
Yeah, but eu vou falar um bocadinho em português, mas tu praticamente sabes lidar com as crianças. So, para dançar, talvez é melhor que
translate that.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, yeah. You have to know how to deal with the kids. Yeah. You have to. You have to kind of like the tough situation that I was dealing with the kids. It was something new for them. They're just there because of their parents, because they want to. So how can you make it fun that they want to come back?
That's a good point.
It's kind of like you have to kind of like think about that and be creative. Okay, what am I gonna do? Make it fun, and actually want them to be like, when is Friday again, Mom? We're gonna go to CDA. That's the job of a good. So, I didn't want to mention that. I don't want to mention that.
You're a good
I
influencer.
thought that was my job.
You're a good influencer for these kids to come back and have something to look forward to.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you were a kid, right? You looked at someone, right? You have a role model, right? My role model, I already just mentioned it, which was what guided me and to just be who I am right now, which was my coach, number one. He was just good. Tony, Lopes, right? And then from there, those were someone that I looked up to. Now when you're in a leadership position, I think I heard that you were a president or something like that, or
He is the
director.
president
Yeah.
of the
Right.
Rancho right now.
President.
You are a role model for this people. People, let's talk about it like that, right?
Yeah.
Don't. And this is just something from me. Do not exercise something that you don't want to see people doing, right? If you don't like something, what happened?
You're a philosopher.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
You see this fucking bottle? Yeah, I'm a philosopher. So it's just, but is it the truth? Why? Is there something behind? Like,
Joel's a role model, baby.
That's what. So like, cause
no,
what you
it
were
is
saying.
true though.
Yeah, no, but like what you were saying
You
before,
laughing,
it
but
was
is
true.
it true?
No, it's because I've known Joel for such a long time. And
It makes no sense.
It's okay. It's hard for you guys.
All right,
Yeah.
so but
I
like,
get
no, I get your point of view just because of like that teamwork. You can't do it alone, and it's so true because like I have 4 other people with me behind the
Good.
whole process.
Good.
And you got to hear each other's ideas, and like there is strong like opinions, and sometimes you got to take those in, and you have to know like you're not alone. You know what I mean?
You know,
So
hey,
like,
guess what? In order to be successful, you have to have a good team, a
absolutely.
good circle.
There's no I in team.
Absolutely.
You have to have a good team, right? So
There's an ME.
And that's shut up, Joey.
so you building that team, you building that close team, right? There's always gonna be, I call them circles, right? There's circles, then bigger circles, then bigger circles, then bigger circles, right? Well, that leads to you being successful. The main thing is just building that circle, talking to them, influencing them, how you want things, this and that, whatever, right? Once you finish that, the outside, the rancho or the director, right? It's gonna get better. It's gonna get, whatever. Then you're gonna increase that circle. You're gonna include someone else. Bring in that person.
Yeah.
Now influence that person into your thoughts and how you think and everything. In little by little, there's steps. You're gonna just go from first to the first step to the freaking last in just 1 to 3. There's
Absolutely.
steps. And then because one thing that I also learned in the years of the rancho life is that right now you're here. You don't know tomorrow. So my thing is that even if they say tomorrow you step down, can your rancho run without you?
I wouldn't consider my rancho. It's everybody's.
Okay, okay, yeah, you're right.
I hate putting like
So my
a
thing is
title into like my rancho just because of the fact that
yes, you're right.
everybody.
Well,
Well, you're the only one at this table in that rancho. That's kind of what
Well,
he was
no,
trying to say.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that. I
No,
apologize.
I
Fuck
know.
yeah.
I just want to make sure like people do know like there was a rancho before me and
No,
there will
yes,
be a
no.
rancho after me and like after you.
Anyways, what rancho you
hopefully.
All right, I think it's getting to that time where Diego's starting to get pretty lit over here.
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
What, lit?
Lit
Lit.
I'm
Lit.
good, bro. You want another one?
for the end, but I want that, dude. I want that chocolate milk.
I got the chocolate.
I want that
do you
chocolate milk,
really?
bro.
Right now?
Shit.
Get that chocolate milk.
Dude,
So,
Is it
guys,
chocolate milk?
Yo,
with-
let's
with
let's
alcohol
have
or not?
Diego end the session.
you want?
You
You
want
want?
to close this out?
You want to close it out? I usually close it out, but you want to? You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Diego, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. It was interesting to hear about like your aspect on life of like living in Venezuela and all that stuff, and then like investing the whole soccer.
Stop
coaching thing
fucking
and stuff like
sniffing the microphone.
that whole like soccer thing and like the rancho thing. You're kind of like doing like incorporate everything in life that you've learned into that and stuff like that. We appreciate it. Joey's in the camera, so I'm gonna wait until he's out of the camera. He's pouring this nice chocolate milk over here that late chocolate that João famously said in the first video. I think it was the first video.
Hey, I just want to, before you guys end this, I just
Okay,
want to
okay.
say, thank you for inviting me.
Oh, of
You know,
course, dude.
everybody. I think what you guys are doing is amazing. It's a good idea. I loved it. I actually loved it from day one.
Appreciate
Um,
easy, caralho.
It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm assuming, right? So
No, dealing with people like you, no, it's not.
It's all right. It's all right. It's not.
Sorry.
We appreciate it, guys.
But
If you haven't checked out the latest YouTube video,
And
it'll be in the link.
subscribe.
It'll be in the, there you go.
He's getting the hang.
for the
getting-
algorithm. Just make sure you pay me some a little bit, okay, of that portion.
Check out
5%.
check out the
We're
latest
still
video.
nonprofit.
What was it? Record the songs, right? It was the last video. Yeah,
Yeah.
the last video was
Record the
Record the songs with Linda. Check that out. Like, subscribe, comment to see what we could do better. If you guys liked it, disliked it, whatever. And
We're now all on all platforms as well. iTunes.
yeah, we just got the
and
iTunes, so
everything.
thank the Lord on that. So guys, thank you for tuning in, and see you next week.
Salud.
Cheers.
Cheers, fellas.
Is it this hot, like cold chocolate? Hot chocolate? For real?
chocolate, yeah.
For real?